Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he's coming off a season where he showed everyone that he was worth every single penny he was given. He now has 2 MVP trophies on his resume and was on the verge of adding a Lamar Hunt trophy to go with it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, but make no mistake about it. He's truly one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. As long as he's the man under center, they'll always be in championship conversation. And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Now Jackson. This one into the hands of Aguilar. Down to the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 65 yards. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, where he finished as a runner-up in the MVP chase after throwing for over 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions for the first time in a few years. An integral part of the Cowboys' run to the playoffs. He's hoping to take it a step further here in 2024.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
They go to Elliott again. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Prescott. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They'll start with the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Take it at the 37. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Elliott. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott, and he'll get in. He's overthrown a touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey, and we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now they run the option on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. A 1st down carry for Henry. Shrugs him off. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down carry by Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
To throw is Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jackson. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applying the heat. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Henry running right. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, Henry fights off the defender. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This complete left side to Aguilar. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will do it for this first. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught. And he'll be out right at the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 37. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On the run, it's Dowdle.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2?
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown. touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Dak Prescott with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that will level the playing field at 17-all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. 2nd and 9.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's the pick of the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
This is 1st and 10.
They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
They run here with Dowdle. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They run again with Dowdle.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A running play. It's Dowdle. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long. Here's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give him that the rest of the way. So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 20-17, a little over 20 seconds to go. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's 2nd down. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Jackson to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Well, that second half, Charles,